Welcome to this video on a month of mindfulness, a short video series of monotangles in black and white with the emphasis on here and now with a pen. Today's tangle is a very simple tangle which sometimes is worth using when you just need something easy. It's based off a leaf. Of course, leaves come in lots of different shapes and sizes, and so whether it's a round one or a ginkgo or a really spiky one, none of these apply today. We're just going to do a very simple gum leaf because the tangle today is called Gumleaves by Helen Williams. A gum tree is definitely one of my favourite simple tangles. It reminds me of our cousins just next door to us across the Tasman in Australia who have lots and lots of gum trees. We have one just at the bottom of my road and it's an enormous tree. It does very well over here, but their leaves are very tough, light green colour, but they're very much an elongated and long-leafed leaf. So have a think about that when we're beginning to draw our tangle today. So it's a very organic tangle, and so we just want to draw as our string line a very free-form, wiggly line just up the middle area of your section or your tile. You can be a bit wavy about it. No great rush, just something gentle to work with. I often find that this is quite a useful tangle as a background because its very simple formula is easy to do drawing behind. So once we've got our initial wiggly line, just pick up your pens and gently pop it in with the pen line. I'm keeping within the middle of the section because I need some space with which to now start branching off my leaves. And we start by drawing the leaf midrib. That's the long stem line that goes up the middle of the leaf. And so I'll just branch one off my main area and just head off, leave a little space up here. And I might do that in a few areas off my beautiful wiggly string line. Perhaps in an area where you had a bit of a whoops on a line, it's a good spot to use that as the area where you might branch off one of these midribs of the leaf until you've got a few disappearing off. And then we have to draw the leaf. So we go down to near the base of the midrib, and I'm going to start to draw the leaf shape. But this is what I love about this tangle. It uses a one little exotic enhancement technique. And instead of just doing the point, just do a beautiful wee loop on the end before coming back down to join up again. And each time you do that leaf, leave from the bottom of the midrib, head on up, leave a little space before doing that beautiful loop and coming back down. As I say, it's such a simple tangle, but just is so beautifully enhanced by that lovely loop at the end. So find all those beautiful midribs that you popped in and proceed to add your leaves with that beautiful loop on the end. And don't worry if they're not all exactly the same, no two leaves are. And you may choose to just extend your line out a little bit if you want to get your final leaf in. I'll always rotate my tile round or the journal that I'm working in to be able to get these leaves, just drawing them exactly the way you want to. And because it's a tangle, we might even make sure that both ends have a leaf on the end. If you want to, you can always include a little bit of drawing behind. So that's where I will take my leaf underneath one I have already drawn. Very carefully and purposefully hover your pen over, put it back down the other side and do the same on the way back. Once you have your initial little leaves in, you can shade them however you like. Today I'm just going to add a tiny little bit of graphite at the bottom of the midrib, that centre line that goes up all of these gum leaves. And then gently use my tortillon to just pull the graphite gently out into the leaf shape. I love the noise as the graphite moves into the texture of the paper with your tortillon. And where I did have a little bit of drawing behind, I'll just add a tiny little bit of graphite so I can pop in a shadow. Once I've finished, just work out if you want to add another little leaf in behind, or if you're perfectly happy with it, then just add your little chop somewhere, perhaps also drawing behind, and admire. So whether you've chosen to take your gum leaves and shade them in a slightly different way, or perhaps you've blossomed your gum leaves, don't forget that beautiful little loop on the end of the line. It's one of the enhancement techniques. I like to call them one of the exotic enhancement techniques that have been brought to tangling as it has widened amongst our group all over the planet. So next time you want a very simple tangle, just enjoy with the lovely wee tangle gum leaves.